Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Premier. Mr. Speaker, next week, all the legislative committees are set to disband regardless of any unfinished business. I know that the Premier will say that he's anxious to hear a report from the Committee on Public Accounts, but the reality is the Public Accounts Committee continues to uncover new information and details about what occurred at Ornge, calling back witnesses and getting to the bottom of how this could have all gone so wrong. My question is simple. Despite the fact that I'm sure the government side is anxious to hear from a report, will the Premier guarantee that the Public Accounts Committee will continue to meet to do their important work on getting to the bottom of what happened in Ornge, and the next week will this continue?
Go.
Speaker, Minister of Community and Social Services.
House Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I think all of us have been very cognizant of the work that's been done by the Public Accounts Committee. I have the most recent statistics. It's now sat for 81 hours and heard from 56 witnesses that have appeared. It will be holding work this week. The challenge that we have given to the Public Accounts Committee, Mr. Speaker, is now that they have entertained witnesses, now that they have looked into it, that they come back with the types of recommendations that this government can use, that the legislature can use to make sure that the situation at Ornge will never take place again. Mr. Speaker, we've seen the good action of the Minister of Health, but it now comes down to Bill 50, which we call on all members of the House to support. It comes forward. As to the member's specific question about the Public Accounts Committee, I think the member should check with his House Leader, and what he'll find is the question over membership of committees expires next week, but the committees themselves will continue.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, the scandal continues to astound not only the committee members but also the public. And I thank the member for his answer. The question is again back to the Premier. Ontarians want to be assured that this will never happen again. They want some guarantees that this type of lack of oversight won't occur again in the future. But the only way we can do that is if the committee is able to continue its job and continue to sit past next week. So will the Premier make a commitment today and promise to Ontarians that we will be able to continue to do our work to get to the bottom of what happened at Ornge?